Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Lee Michaels Show. I am that guy. Yeah, I'm that guy. Yep. I'm that one. They call him Lee Michaels. I don't know why. But we'll go with that. Welcome to the show. Carol's not here today, but probably back tomorrow. And with me already is the bassman in the house like a child on punishment. On lockdown, baby.
Oh, man. Boom shakalaka, baby.
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for holding it down for me. You always, you're Mr. Dependable. You're always there. You're like the Minute Man. I appreciate that.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, be careful with Minute Man when it comes to, other variations in bed.
No, I see. I don't know nothing about all that, see.
Well, I want
you could have left that alone.
I just make it clear for the audience.
No, I understand. Yeah. I'm glad you cleared that up.
Sure.
Yeah, because my name is Bennett, and I'm not in it, and I don't roll like that.
I understand. My name is Chris, and I'm not involved in this.
Well, welcome to the show, folks. Thank you for joining us here on this Tuesday. And I didn't make it in yesterday. I went out to Las Vegas and hung out with my son and his family for a couple of days and went to see a movie with my 9-year-old granddaughter and my son.
Oh,
and, the baby, who's 9 months old, stayed home with mommy. But we went to the movie. We saw Coco. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I've seen the trailers.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's a nice storyline. So it's a good family story, and it's about, being loyal and family values and following your passion and all that. So it really spoke volume to me and how I see life and all of those kind of things. So it was very good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's a little review from Lee Michaels on Coco. And it's based around a Mexican heritage and family. So kind of cool. Kind of nice. I like that. It was enjoyable.
I do have to give Disney credit for branching out into various races and creeds and showing that there's more than just one over time. Right. And I think that's pretty cool, especially when you have children growing up and they see likenesses of them in animation.
That's right. Yeah. It's important. And my granddaughter, Alexis is her name. She's studying Spanish, so she did the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag in Spanish to me. So
okay.
I said, "Damn, I can't do it in English. You can do it in Spanish. That's amazing."
Right.
She said, "Oh, Poppy, you're crazy." I said, "Yes, I am. You're right about that, little girl."
Oh, she calls you Poppy, huh?
Yeah.
No, that's nice.
I pay him well just to hear that, It's so passionate when you hear, I'm not her daddy, I'm a grandfather, but Poppy in Spanish is, daddy, Poppy, father, whatever. But I heard some kids in Mexico when I was on vacation 30 years ago, and they were Poppy this, Poppy that, and it was just like music, and I was melting because, it was so much passion and feeling, unlike you hear, American kids don't show that kind of passion towards dad the way, other cultures do. And it was just music to my ears. So I said to my wife that I wanted to, well, actually I said to my daughter and my son at the time that, when you have children, and I couldn't get them to call me Poppy. I was dad. Hey, Dad, what's up? That kind of thing. But I said, look, I want my grandchildren to call me Poppy. So that's how that came about.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, my daughters over time have called me Pappy.
Pappy.
So Pappy, or my oldest daughter, Brianni, would call me, hey, fat man.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she did, for real. That's, hey, fat man.
Hey, fat man.
That's how she, fat man. So I've been fat man since
fat man.
the beginning of time.
Right. Fat man. Yeah.
I can't find any spandex to fit me, but
for
a long time.
I can't visualize that. That's too much for me. I can't process.
Me too.
That's deep. Speaking of fat man, here's Alpha. What's up, man?
Well, there's no spandex for myself in my size, so I thought I would get the large. And
And
it
live
didn't
with it,
work
huh?
out well. It didn't work out well. It came to about my chest, then it came to about my lower calf, and I was like, "That's not
Oh,
presentable. I can't go out like that."
I know, man. And
Well,
then you
how's everybody?
good, man.
Good,
Survived Turkey Day.
fantastic. Got that
Well,
right.
if that's what you want to call it, I did. I'm up. I'm breathing.
That's right.
I went to step on the scale and it moved.
Is it still moving
I
and
don't. I'm not
moving
trying
and
to. I'm
moving?
not trying to step. It looked like it's sitting over in the corner sweating. I'm not trying to
Damn.
step on it for a few days.
Right? That's funny.
I'm gonna tell you, it was ugly up in here. It
Oh,
got ugly.
really?
And my daughter-in-law and my son, they left and went to Kentucky
Why?
on
What was in
the
Kentucky?
Friday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
On Black Friday, they went to Kentucky.
Right.
Um, I used to, but I never loved bowling that much.
Uh-huh.
To go to a damn bowling tournament for 3 days.
No. No.
I, I,
Pasadena. Is that what they did? It went to
I
a
mean,
bowling tournament?
yeah, let me tell you, like Porky Pig would say, "Meep, meep, meep, what the fuck are you doing?"
Well, they obviously love bowling.
Yeah, but that's the upside. Here's the downside.
Hmm.
They left me here with all this damn food. Wow.
And how many grandchildren and great great grands did you have left behind?
Oh, nobody came by. Everybody shuttered in place.
Oh, okay.
So,
So you were there with food and no restrictions.
and no police.
Wow. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure you just about OD'd.
I did it responsibly. I was
Oh.
like, and I made sure I only ate off a small little saucer.
Mm.
But
But
the
see
saucer was
see that's bovine because you eat off a small plate and then you go back 5 times. That's the same thing as 2 big plates.
five.
Okay. Didn't mean to
Okay.
shortchange you so bad.
Right, is it 5 just scratching the surface?
Right.
That's right.
That was
Had to have a
that was
plate
just
of
the
ham.
rolls and the cornbread.
Exactly.
Oh, the rolls and the cornbread. That was a plate of ham, a plate of turkey, a plate of dressing, a plate of macaroni and cheese, a plate
See?
of green beans. I mean,
That was like the smorgasbord.
I think it was so irresponsible of them
Yeah.
to leave me unsupervised like
Well,
that.
all that temptation. That is criminal.
Oh, man.
Then there was a couple of pies in there. I'm like,
Well, I was half
Smorgasbord.
sick through the holiday. I came down with hives or something. Actually, Thanksgiving Day, I was at the Marina Del Rey emergency room.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man, I looked like a monster. I had red splotches all over the place and itching. And
what were you allergic to?
I don't know. That's the funny thing about it.
Was something you ate?
And I'm assuming we don't know yet. I got to go back and get
man.
some tests and shit now.
Okay.
So yeah, it was jacked up. So
Well,
Thanksgiving
Lee,
Day, I was like itchy brother.
Oh, okay.
Look like
Or-
a crackhead, scratching
Or
and carrying on.
you was making it rain at the Itchy Kitty.
Yeah, right. Boom, boom, boom. Speaking of Kitty, we have Val, a.k.a. Honey, from Honey's Closet on the line. Hey, Val.
Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody? Chris, Alpha,
Good morning, Val.
Lee?
How are
Good
you?
morning, Val. How's everything?
I am good. Everything
good.
is good. Mr. Lee, I
bet
had to
you
call
are.
you.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
What you going to call me
had-
now? Huh? Jive
no,
turkey?
no. You know what, Mr. Lee? I had to personally call you when you first got in to say how much I love and appreciate you. I was so down this weekend because
Why?
I started this GoFundMe because I'm really, really trying to get my foundation off and running and get my book self-published. I have to self-publish it.
Okay.
It's hard to get a actual publisher to pick it up, and I can't say I put in every 100%, but
Yeah,
I
it's
just thought
tough.
maybe I'll self-publish and get the foundation going and all the amazing things that I want to do for
Mhm.
these families with children with autism. And I started this GoFundMe, and nobody was donating. And I woke up this morning and I was praying, And I said, okay, I'm going to do something. And I got an email that Mr. Lee donated, and it just brought tears to my eyes.
Well, we got to change that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got to get more people to engage. I did blast it out the day that you sent it out, and everybody was giving me a thumbs up, like as if they were going to or thought it was a good idea. But I'm surprised that no one has made a donation until this morning when I did it. So, but we'll pump that up. So tell people how they can find this GoFundMe link. In fact, if you would put it in on my page right now, that would be helpful. Share it, to my page, and do it on the Power of Voices page as well.
Okay. Well, basically, let me tell you guys about it. I have a son who's autistic, and my foundation is called Unite to Live with Autism, and it's basically trying to bring awareness as well as a support group to so many families who are living with autism. It is a up and down cycle. There are so many things you're going to go through, and not that I'm an expert, but I've been living with it for 29 years. I have pretty much seen it all.
Yeah.
And so I do get a lot of people I had a lady call me from Mexico, and she has a daughter, and her daughter's driving her crazy. And so it will make you want to climb the walls, but you have to stay strong. It gets better as time goes. So basically, I'm trying to get my foundation up and running. And what I really want to do for these children is, my son was in school. He never went to the prom or the winter dance. And so what I'm going to do, regardless, is we're raising funds to pick at least 3 to 4 schools a year and give these children, and not just children with autism, but children that have other disorders, mental disorders, and give them a prom. Get them someone to do their hair. I already have somebody signed on to do hair. I have someone signed on to do the DJ. We want to find hotels, get them chauffeur to these hotels. I don't care if it's a limo or an Uber or whatever. And let these kids see what a real prom is like with a date.
Sure.
And it's going to be free to the children and their families.
Well,
no one has
I
to
will
pay
make
anything.
a commitment now. I will supply transportation.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to do, as well as a carnival once a year, where everything that we do will be free to parents and their families. But the most important is a support group, a 24-hour open line support group where there's somebody available. If your child is, my son used to jump on I'm going to tell you a quick story. We took my parents for their anniversary to Benihana's in a limo.
Yeah. My
son was like 9 or 10. He got in there and just went wild and went up to an Asian lady and slapped her.
Oh.
Just went wild. He was wild. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to get killed and sued and some chopped up in here. And it's crazy, but people need support.
Yeah.
And so we want to
They've
offer
got to understand that this disorder or disability that these children and adults, your son is an adult now, what, 29?
Yes.
And
29.
Yeah, so he's been living with this all his life, and you've shared some stories, and it's some of them are funny, and some of them are pretty heart wrenching, and it's something that a lot of people are dealing with a lot. I see people out with children in that have this disorder, and it's not easy, and they need support, the family members.
Yes.
And a lot of people forget about the fact that you're having to. The caregivers for people who have these type of disabilities, it's tough on them. And sometimes they just need a break.
Yes, and we want to offer those breaks.
Yeah.
We want to give them breaks. So it's, back when I was dealing with it, when my son was young, even the police department they weren't aware. Like, I remember one time the police came out and they tried to pull a gun on my son. They didn't understand that he was just acting out because he has autism.
Right.
It's gotten a little bit better, but we need to bring the awareness to the communities around us as well. So that's what I'm trying to do. I have a passion for it.
Yeah.
And so we need all the support we can get. It costs money. Everything costs us money, but
Absolutely.
It's going to be for a good cause. These people will not have to pay money for anything.
Great. Well, listen, I pledge publicly my support to what you're trying to do. You can always count on Mr. Lee. Oh, why people call me Mr. Lee? Why y'all do that?
I'm not going to call you Miss Lee. I'm going to call, I don't know. I call you the Godfather. So you're the Godfather to me.
No, I'm not the
You're
Godfather.
like the man. You're the man.
No. It's a call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. How about that?
Gotcha. Well, now you be first for dinner.
Yeah. So
you're going to be first. So.
Well, listen, this microphone is yours. And Honey has a show, for those of you who don't know, here on The Power of Voices. It's on tonight?
Tuesday. Tonight.
Yeah, tonight. At 8 p.m. Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Honey's Closet. And Lord have mercy, when you walk up into that closet, ain't no telling what's going to go down. Her and
no telling what's going to go down. Yes,
Pia and Honey.
Pia.
Yep.
Yes, to come join us and be honey hangers. We got our T-shirts and everything going on. So we got a lot to talk about. We're going to have a black princess.
A black princess? Mm-hmm. Oh.
We're going to have a black princess. So you guys got that coming up. So you didn't hear about it?
No. I've been kind of off base.
Prince Harry is engaged and to Meghan Markle, and she's from Crenshaw.
No.
Yeah. So how does that feel to have a Los Angeles Crenshaw breaded Princess of Wales?
Oh, I saw a picture of her, but I didn't know that she was African American, or is she just a white girl from Crenshaw?
Her mom's black.
Oh, okay. Well,
so you know what they say, 3%.
A drop.
A drop.
One
right?
night.
They don't even care. One. The youth. So yeah.
That's exciting. That's
I'm
breaking all
super
tradition.
Excited.
Yeah.
If I'd have known that, I'd have been in London a long time ago.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, you should have saw the veins in the necks
of the queen,
and the queen and all of the servants and.
They said, "Oh, damn."
Well, she did a formal announcement, and she announced it. So I guess they've accepted her. So we'll talk about that later. Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Okay. Well, I will. Well, of course, I'll be here because I'll be producing the show. So,
yes,
I can't wait tonight, 8:00. The Black Princess. Yes,
the Black Princess. So, thank you again. I just had to personally call you and thank you. I appreciate it, and I will send the link on your page and everything. And everybody, please donate. I don't care if it's $5.
That's right. Anything helps.
Anything helps. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
God bless.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good show. I'm listening. You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. That's Honey from Honey's Closet. Tonight at 8:00 right here on thepowervoices.com, YouTube, Facebook Live, all of that. So don't miss that show. And she's doing some good stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, she is. As a matter of fact, I have to talk to her because there's a lady locally here in Chicago that has the exact same thing. She started a foundation years ago. I had her on my show a couple of times about autism. Maybe they can connect.
Absolutely. That'd be great to network like that. Fantastic. They can share resources and what have you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Hook it up. That's what we do on the Lee Michaels Show. We make stuff happen. I like the idea of having a prom or dance or something for children like that. And I will even go one step further. I have, I drive Uber and Lyft, and I will volunteer my services. And I will contact Uber and or Lyft and let them know what she's doing, and maybe they will sponsor and make available, some drivers at no cost.
Oh.
Why not?
Free driving, that free driving service. That'll be
great, man. Sure. Why not? It's goodwill. It's helping people in the community, and it's going to a very worthy cause. These kids may never have the opportunity to go out and really have some fun like that and to feel special, to feel special. And I think that's important.
Well, it's amazing because especially depending on your timeline, the lady that I know out this way who started a foundation about autism, when her son was young, they didn't even know what to call it.
Right.
At one point. They had no idea.
Yeah. So it's come a long way, but
they advanced. Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. With many other disorders or mental conditions and health issues, I remember polio being a big deal when I was growing up. And they basically got that under control now, don't they? You don't hear talk about polio anymore.
No, you don't.
And if they could eradicate polio, Why can't they do that? Why haven't they done that with other disorders and diseases like cancer? Well, because they don't want to.
No, of course not. You know that. It's a money thing.
Just keep you alive, sell you some drugs, chemotherapy, right. Keep the doctors and the insurance companies in business, right. Taking your money, and let you have a slow death versus a healthy life.
Exactly.
And I believe cancer is curable.
Well, I believe that too. As you know, when you're looking at once again the pharmaceutical companies and the people involved, if they did that, they'd be put out of business. If we found the cure, quote unquote, for cancer, then what are we going to do?
We'll go find another cure for something else. Well, keep moving forward. There's enough to do. You know.
Right. I agree.
Work on the common cold. How can we, come up with a fix for that? There are a lot of natural remedies. As opposed to giving me poison that have 29,000 freaking side effects, why don't you go into the holistic world and start developing things there and putting it out on the market? So as opposed to killing me softly, killing me slowly, giving me drugs that destroy your liver and kidney and all of your internal organs slowly, why don't you do the healthy thing? Even, there's talk about lemon being a wonder drug, or not drug, but a wonder cure, if you will, using the peeling and everything in the lemon. I don't know how true it is, but if it is, damn it, put $500 million into research on that, package that, and sell that. What's the damn difference? If there are better benefits, healthier benefits from selling me some lemon peeling shavings, I'll buy it over the chemotherapy. If lemons can cure cancer, give me some damn lemons. But I say, well, you can grow your own lemons. But if it's not processed properly and presented in the right form and the right dosage and all that, you may not get the right results. So spend some money on research and development. Find out exactly where that point is of how much you need to eat of a lemon or whatever it is. I'm using that as an example. Okay, so then I'll pay for that. I'm good with that. I'll go to Walgreens and buy some of that. No problem. Put it in a bottle, can, whatever, roll it up in a dollar bill. I'll buy it. It don't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Making a little joke there, but really, on the real.
No, you're right. And, and once again, you have to do your own due diligence, of course, and find out what works for you. Like in the past couple of years, for me, I would get cucumber water. Cucumbers, let it marinate overnight.
Yeah.
And put some lemon juice in it, and I did notice a difference. My, when I get up and go work out and things like that, and I would have that to drink when I get back home. It flushes your system out naturally.
That's right. There's a juice store where you can go ahead and get your blended whatever down the street from here. And over on the side of the counter, that's exactly what they have. It is free. They give it to you free. You can get a little cup and get you some cucumber and lemon water while you're waiting for your drink that they're blending for you.
That's cool.
So, it's good. I like it. Got a nice little taste to it. Speaking of taste, yes, folks.
What you chopping on, man?
Oh, some M&Ms. Shut up. Don't say a damn word. I'll knock you out right now. And right through this microphone. A punch.
I want to take the hit on this one. Now, here we are talking about health shit.
Mm-hmm.
And lemons and cucumber water and everything else. And, what kind of M&Ms you eating, sir?
Peanut, damn it. Why? You got a problem with that?
No, I got no problem with it.
Okay. Good, you don't.
No, I don't. No. I'm very envious of you, but go ahead.
That's right. Well, be envious. I'm eating them, damn it.
Right. I know you eating them, damn it.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had any peanuts or nuts or any kind of nuts since last Wednesday.
So you're overdue, what you're saying. You're overdue.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe I had some ice cream, vanilla ice cream, whiskey, vanilla, something bullshit, with pecans in it.
Some bullshit.
It was good though, and I ate the whole pint in 2 days. So I'm thinking maybe I had a allergic reaction to the pecans, but I've been eating pecans and I love them all my life. Never had any problem.
But that could change though, because
Yeah.
your body changes naturally. So
That's
that
jacked
could
up.
be it. Yeah, that is jacked up.
That means
can't
no
eat
more,
shrimp no more.
no more brownies with pecans,
Oh man. So
ice cream and chocolate and pecans on top.
I used to love shrimp. The doctors told me, my body can't take it anymore. For some reason, the body changes, and I can't eat shrimp anymore.
Yes, what is it, the iodine
Yeah.
and the
Any
mercury?
type of shellfish.
Yeah.
Any type of shellfish. I
Any
can't
shell.
do.
Yeah.
Any shell. doesn't
Crab,
matter.
oyster, clams, lobster.
Man,
I could eat all of that right now.
man, you luck me some of them all.
And,
You eat
and Alpha,
shrimp,
what about you? You like shellfish? He's in a damn coma. All that food he ate during the holiday. He's sitting over in the corner holding his belly. Poor fella.
He's a damn coma.
He's in a coma. Diabetic coma. Sitting
hell.
over in the corner looking up in the sky. Saying, damn, that was good. I wish I could
lucky,
eat some
Carol's-
more.
Well, lucky Carol's not there, because she'll probably eat up the rest of your ice cream pints.
Yeah, you know what? That ice cream's been sitting in the freezer here at the studio for more than a week now.
Okay.
Laura Rice sent it to us. Remember, she sent some last year.
She sure did, yes.
And so the rest of it, I haven't tried yet. Let's see, there was a double chocolate one in there, and Jesse T jumped on that one. I think there's a little bit of that left, and there's a sweet potato combination thing in there with some desert mushrooms. I don't know what's in that thing. And it's sweet potato, and then there's a pumpkin something in there as well, and the dark chocolate is left, a little bit. But I'm not eating anymore. I'm done.
Well, you say that now, but
I'm sticking with it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be strong and be healthy, because I want to stick around a lot longer to worry the hell out of you.
Well, okay, I'll take
Drive
that.
you crazy.
Yeah, you're already doing a good job at that, so keep going.
That's right. That's my job.
That's right.
So, yeah, getting back to the health kick. But that's what the pharmaceuticals could do. Just
could.
change the
Once
business
they
model over, as opposed to slowly killing me, keep me alive, and sell me some other shit. Diverse. Get into some other businesses. You don't just have to stay in one lane.
Well, you don't have to do that.
Right. So that's
You know,
just
I had some peyote a couple of days ago. And it was
really?
great. Yeah, it was nice. We had the vape thing. We had it in the vape, and I smoked it, and it was a nice little peace pipe.
little buzz going on.
Yeah, a nice little peace pipe. It was wonderful.
Now, Brother Carol, let me ask you this.
Yeah, sure.
I understand your president was with a couple of Native Americans. What was it, yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
And he made a racial slur and referenced Pocahontas in a negative way. How do you feel that as a Native American? Did that negatively impact on you?
Well, it doesn't bother me at all.
No?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Pocahontas did exist, and she was also a Disney character, for Christ's sake. And, children love Pocahontas, and I have no problem with it.
Okay. Well, seemingly some other Native Americans took issue with it.
Well, I don't know why they would.
Well, here's the gist of it. He didn't just call himself being clever. Not only was he racist towards Elizabeth Warren, do you know that he had behind in the backdrop the picture of Andrew Jackson.
Right.
Yes, I caught
Andrew
that, yes.
Jackson is the one who signed the bill for the Trail of Tears, the infamous
right.
march of
Removal Act
India.
of Removal Act back in 1830.
Right. And who disrespected the troops then? Who disrespected the people in service? It was Donald Trump. And see, no one calls him.
You think the picture in the background was, intentional or just happened?
Hell to the yes. So happened what? So happened you got a picture of a former slave owner, a racist, and a genocidal maniac behind you.
So it was orchestrated.
If he was the president,
it was orchestrated. It was done intentionally to have that in the backdrop. You think?
Oh, well, let me put it like this: there are things that you are just coincidental, and if this was coincidental, this is bad optics. This is just another sign that the people he surrounds himself with are not the best people.
Right.
Correct.
Insensitive.
You get to a point where, in viewing this from the needle of I hate that mother, to all of these other people going, oh, we just got to deal with it. Look, if you don't attack this man like he needs to be attacked, like he attacks everyone else.
Right.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me on the Access Hollywood tapes that he came out the next day and apologized for and said he was wrong. And now all of a sudden it wasn't him. It's fake news.
Right.
They missed the opportunity to go dead in for the kill on him with that. Just like they missed this opportunity with these native-born Americans, these native-born American heroes.
Right.
He don't even know the backstory
of
the Whisperers. But he's right out there making a complete ass of himself. And we're used to that.
Well, that's part of the problem, Alpha. We have succumbed, and it was saying, "Oh well."
Succumbed. The media has succumbed.
Well, that's what I mean.
Just like they we. I didn't succumb to the Iraq War.
Yeah.
I was still against it all the way. But the media caved. Just like the media has caved on Trump. Everybody seems to believe that his 30-something% of approval from the Americans are the American people. And just like they asked that press secretary of his about it, she wanted to say that the American people were more offended over the lie that Warren told to promote herself, to give herself an unfair advantage. Where is the proof that Elizabeth Warren had an unfair advantage because somewhere in her bloodline there were Indians?
Right. And it's nothing wrong with her claiming her heritage.
They never, ever miss an opportunity to go low.
Right. Well,
not just to go negative, but to go low.
Hang on for a second. We've got a caller here. Welcome to the show, Little Frankie.
Yeah, it's me.
How you doing? Happy belated Thanksgiving
Day,
Frankie.
Hey, how you doing, dude? It's nice to hear your voice.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't see. I'm listening to all you guys, which is awesome, but I don't know why we take issue of anything he says at this point, because everything that he says is coming out of his ass. So
True.
It really doesn't. It's like, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? Why are we reacting? That's what he wants. He wants to react. What kind of people is he surrounding himself with? Nobody. He doesn't give a rat's ass what anybody has to say. His opinion only matters. So no matter how many people we surround him with, whether it be positive or negative, it doesn't matter because he ain't listening to nobody except for his ass.
Well, that's true, Frankie, but should we just sit back and say, well, that's just Trump. He's a fool, and we know he's maybe getting a little senile, and just let it ride, or should we give pushback and say, no, this is unacceptable behavior?
We have let it ride. Yes, we've already let it ride. We haven't done much. We're talking, we're complaining. I want something done. I'm sick and tired of people complaining about his ass, and do something about it. Everyone's afraid to some degree. Oh, I don't want to do this, and I don't want to. No, do something about it. Literally.
So you think impeachment would be appropriate?
Well, no, I think something else would be more, but that's not for radio. Anyways,
ass whip with a boat paddle.
Yes. Send his ass to Guantanamo Bay.
Right.
Just do it. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it.
You're a trip.
I don't think that man knows no suffering. He has no. He doesn't. Yeah, he's a scary. Yeah, exactly what Alvo said. He's psycho.
Yeah.
We have a president who is psycho, and we're just, no. I mean, at this point, to some degree, I guess we're going to have to ride it out.
Well, I think we have no choice but to ride it out until we can come up with a clear exit for this clown. And I think that needs to be the focus. We need to figure out how to get him out of there legally.
He is our
president. And when will the Democrats?
He is our clear and present danger. Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
He is our
and
clear
when will the Democrats stand up and say, if you vote us into the House, we will give a true investigation of him and the Russians. If you vote us into the House and Senate, we will stop any and all damage that he has done since his illegitimate, lying, treasonous election.
Yep.
It's that simple.
And I think that's step one. You got to get the House and the Senate in order and change the power from all three branches of government in one hand, one bucket. That's not good for. And if it was all Democratic, I wouldn't be comfortable with that either, because sometimes power goes. Because when you possess all power, it can go awry as well.
Because they did when Obama started, and he had 59 or 60. They did nothing because they allowed the filibuster to obstruct them.
That was a missed opportunity.
Okay, but
and they were sitting around being afraid because they had a black president, and they didn't know how to react to that. Yeah, and they should have reacted as normal. Let's move forward. Let's get some stuff done. Let's support this man.
And they didn't do it. Them filibuster.
Well, that was a missed opportunity. They screwed up. And I say they should be held accountable. And those that punked out and sit around and did nothing, they need to go too. We've heard this thing about cleaning up the swamp and all of that. Okay, well, let's clean this sucker up. Get rid of the no-sayers and the no-doers. Let's get some people in there that will roll up their sleeves, go to work in the best interest of the American people. All of them. Everybody. And then you'll bring about some change. Until then, you're just playing politics. I said it, and I'm sticking with it. Ain't gonna change. Because that's the reality. The reality is nobody's doing enough. And most of them are doing nothing. Why? Because they're more comfortable with status quo. Oh, well, I don't want to rock the boat, I know Joe is, he means well, but, I can't go out there on a limb like that because I might not win re-election. Well, if you do the right thing, you will win again, again, and again. But you shouldn't be rewarded for keeping that seat in the House or the Senate for doing a bad job. Hell, tell me where in corporate America you can keep doing stupid stuff, killing the income of a company, and you keep your job.
They're called bankers.
Yeah.
Wells Fargo. Did you see
Well,
the
that's
latest
true.
Wells Fargo?
Wells
Did you see the
Fargo,
latest?
yeah.
You know, they opened all of these accounts
Yeah.
in people's names for incentive bonuses.
Right.
Now they're messing with the mortgage rates
Yep.
for more incentive bonuses. They're fleecing the American people left and right.
Well,
And
take
they
your
don't
money
want
out of the bank.
consumer protect.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's fine, fine. But how do you make them pay?
Well, it was a class action
How do the
suit, right?
bankers pay?
Right.
No,
They
no,
need to lose
no.
their jobs. They need to be
There's no-
investigated
they-
and put in
Please.
jail.
Lee, they lose their jobs to a 50, $60 million golden
Parachute. Yep.
where they land real softly on their butts. in
They
their
come down so
backyard
softly
by
they
their
don't even know
pool.
they're down.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And like,
No,
like,
no, I agree with
Wells
you.
Fargo, Wells Fargo should be out of business. They should shut that bank down, and they should shut that bank down for felonious practices.
Yeah. Well,
And let
I
'em
banked
take
with
them to
them for
court.
about 20
Take the-
years, and I
The
don't anymore.
Justice Department is toothless
Yeah.
on purpose right now with the little elf baker in there, the Keebler Cookie Boy.
Yeah, turtle head.
They're toothless. They're not going to investigate a damn thing. And if the FBI wasn't so filled with ghost soldiers of the Klan, they would have been doing a great deal more about civil rights, human rights, and voting rights.
Yeah, you're right.
Because what has happened has been nothing less than a total clusterfuck. This is just this cross check and all this other stuff. That's voter fraud, not ID fraud, that's election fraud
Mm-hmm.
that they've committed. And if the FBI and the Justice Department weren't so politicized, full of ghost soldiers for the Klan, and I do mean full of, because now they got Jeffrey Beauregard, the Keebler Elf Man, they're not going to do a damn thing. Nothing.
It's we're in a sad state right now. And it's time for people. Oh, little Frankie hung up on us. It's time for people to stand up and hold these elected officials accountable. Don't let them get away with this bull. You know, you can't. You just can't. And if you do, shame on you. Then accept whatever comes forward and don't
Shame
bitch
on
about
them
it.
is not enough. Shame is not enough. They are moving now
Mm-hmm.
to steal this election for Roy Moore in Alabama. They have disenfranchised so many black folks, kicking them out, purging them from the voting rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's doing a damn thing. Nothing.
Mm.
And that's what I mean. The Democratic Party, the DNC, the DCCC,
Mm-hmm.
all of them need to go. They need to go as of yesterday. The progressive side needs to withdraw their support totally until there are those types of changes made. You know, to sit and watch the Tea Party take over the Republican Party, and now it gets to Trump and the alt-right, the neo-Nazis and the Klan, take over the Republican Party, and you all tell us, well, we got to vote them out. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
take over the Democratic Party with the progressive movement. And anybody who's not on board will simply perish. It's
Yeah.
that simple. If you don't turn into the fight, what they say, you go into a poker room and sit at the table, and if you don't see the chump, it's you.
I like that. I got to remember that one, Alpha.
That's the truth. That's the whole saying.
That's true.
If you don't see the chump at the table, it's you.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, there you go. There you go.
You got but 2 days. You got 1 day today. Well, the rest of the day and tomorrow to get here to Chicago to get you some of them sugary beverages to pay that tax on.
To get some what?
sugary beverages
For what?
to pay the 1 cent sugar tax.
Oh, no.
No, it's on. It's on. You got a few more days.
No.
Let me put it like this. Costco sales here in Cook County in the Chicago area where the sugar tax was applied,
Uh-huh.
they were down 34% now. You're only talking October 11th.
So wait a minute. This is a new tax, or they're taking the tax off? What happened there? I lost you. I got an internet connection down. Something. Reconnect now. Okay, folks, hang on a second. We just lost our remote connection there with the guys. It's coming back up here now. Okay, Alpha, we dropped out there for a second. So tell me now, is this a new tax, or they're taking the tax off?
This tax was passed August 2nd.
Okay.
It was appealed and didn't go into effect until October 11th.
Okay. And you say
Now it's
on these soft drinks, the sales
Costco reported a 34% drop in sales.
Wow.
For sugary beverages. But the outlying areas where Costco's are located reported a 38% increase. Okay? Now
that's weird.
Here's the downside of all of this. They tweaked it so that people who receive food stamps and something else didn't have to pay this penny sales tax. 1 penny per ounce. So if you come across
32 ounces is a 32-cent tax.
Right. So
Wow.
if I buy 12 Lipton tea is 16.9 ounces.
Right.
Normally, the normal price is anywhere from $5.99 to $6.99.
Okay.
Okay, if you add the tax, which is $2.02 for that case. Okay,
Right.
but when it's on sale for $3.99. So, even if you bought it on sale with the tax, it made it $5.99. So I quit buying it. I literally quit buying it. Let me put it like this: I found the females in my life who have link cards, and I told them what I wanted, and they go get it, and I'd give them cash. That's one way they turn their link card into useful cash. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Now is this on sugar free as well?
No.
Okay.
No. I buy Diet Lipton tea. They had the penny tax on that.
Even though it's diet.
Even though
It has some
unsweetened.
sugar content in it, so they're going to charge you that tax.
Well, unsweetened is unsweetened, ain't it?
Yeah, well.
Now, which lie is being told here? Either got sugar in it or don't have sugar in it.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, it's not that much. Well, it's enough. We're going to charge you anyway. See, that's messed up.
It's over Friday.
So they've repealed it. Or is it just it was a temporary thing, or what happened?
No. The beverage industry, the hospitality industry, and the restaurant industry rose up big time to end it.
Well, see, it can be done if you become united and you push back on government and tell them no. Then they respond. So if the beverage industry, hospitality industry, and others came together to push back on this tax, then we can do it too. I was just in Las Vegas over the past few days, and the gas in Vegas, I paid $2.49.9 per gallon for regular unleaded 87 octane. Okay? That same gas station, same company, here in L.A., Los Angeles, California, is over $1 more. That's
You're in a
that. I mean,
big city. You're in a big city.
But it's unacceptable.
You know damn well that the fuel there costs a little more because it's got a little more potency in it.
That's bullshit.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's the same gas. Same company, same octane, same everything. $1.20 more in LA than it was in Vegas. That's nuts. And the difference is the taxes. City, county, state, and whatever else they want to throw in there. So, come on, folks. And then they say, well, you know, those taxes go to provide services for the people here in this community. Yeah, well, when are you going to fix the damn potholes? When are you going to make the traffic better here in Los Angeles? Where's the money going?
In the community.
Right. Exactly. I get a ticket for parking in front of where I live because my car hadn't been moved for 3 days. Damn it, I was out of town. A $63 ticket for parking where you live. Or your car hadn't moved in 72 hours. I'm out of town. What is that? It's money.
I don't understand that. How was it to take? How was it, Chris? Is that does that same law apply in Chicago?
Not that I know, but it wouldn't surprise me. Right there going, constantly trying to gouge, the persons that drive around here. We had the red stop signs and the lights and stuff like that over time. But you can't even park in front of your own house because you've been gone for 72 hours. Is goddamn ridiculous.
It is. And down the hill, as homeless people living down there, which, technically I don't have a problem with, I do have a problem with the drug deals that go down at the end of the street. Guys come out at night, even during the daytime, they're so bold now, and make drug transactions down the side of the hill.
People want to get high in the daytime, too.
Well, but damn, don't do it in front of the house. Go somewhere else, out in the damn woods. I mean, come on.
You're absolutely right. But see, that's what I mean.
When you call the cops and say, look, man, when you guys are going to come around here and patrol and knock out these drug transactions right here in front of the house, do they come? Hell no. But a neighbor can call and say, hey, that car hasn't been moved for 3 days. Y'all need to come down here and ticket that thing. That's bullshit.
It is.
Now, what's more egregious? A car sitting there for 3 days, 4 days, or whatever, a week. Who cares? It's not a no parking zone.
Well, if you bother
you're not illegally parked.
If you bust a drug deal, you're messing with the commerce. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. That's why I simply say it like I always say it. You either turn into the fight or you don't.
So I'm going to get me a high-powered air rifle that doesn't make much noise at all with night vision. I'm going to sit up on the balcony. I'm going to start tagging some ass. Okay.
Yeah, well.
I'm going to start tagging some ass. I bet they'll come then.
When they figure out which way that fire is coming from.
Well,
I don't think you want to be around when the live rounds head your way.
Well, there will be no more drug deals in front of the house, okay? That will end. That would end. But yeah, I'm making light of it. But really, I mean, come on. Right. A $63 ticket because you hadn't moved your car for 72 hours.
No, that's
really. And they say, well, a neighbor called and said, they thought maybe it was
neighbor called.
Yeah, exactly. The neighborhood watch crew. You jackass.
Okay. Who narked on you? I mean, who narks on your neighbor?
Exactly. Did y'all call about the drug deals?
Oh, no, they're probably getting the cut of that or probably doing drugs. You can't get rid of that.
Might be a family member down there doing stuff. And these are young people. They're probably, high school, college age.
Mm-hmm.
Live in the neighborhood, probably. But that's just, it's madness.
Yeah, you come back home with a sniff, sniff, baby. Give grandma a sniff, sniff. You know.
Really?
What the hell's wrong with you, Chris?
I don't know.
Oh, please. You know grandmas get high. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, but the grandmothers of the day, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's the grandmothers of the day. I'm talking about. I see when you say grandmothers, I look at them different. I look at
Yeah.
Yeah,
grandmothers.
absolutely.
I can't
grandmothers.
imagine my big mama, my grandmother, getting high.
It
I
wasn't
mean,
gonna happen.
no,
Not
no.
today.
I don't think
Today?
I even saw her drink a beer, let alone
know
some
what,
hard
Tony?
liquor.
You know what makes it that so not strange, but it makes it special is we're the grandparents.
Yeah,
I am truly the grandparent, the great grandparent. When they see me coming, everybody's ears perk up like, "Oh,
Here he comes."
Exactly. That's what they
Here
say.
he
Here he
comes.
come. You know why they say that? Because they know I don't take no mess.
right.
I don't take no mess. I'm not measured as to what I say to you. I'm not careful. You hurt his feelings. So goddamn what? He hurts everybody's feelings. I got
He's
a
an
grandson.
equal opportunity feelings herder.
Right.
Everybody
I got a
gonna get hurt today.
I got
That's right.
two of my 12 grandchildren, two boys.
Mm-hmm.
One of them works. He used to work for Pepsi Cola in Des Moines, Iowa. He would leave Des Moines, Iowa, and come all the way to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
All the way to Chicago, and we would for a holiday or something like that, and we'd be barbecuing. Have a house full of pop. They were 12-pack pop cans of pop were
Right.
$1.88 or some crazy shit.
Right, right.
I'd have 10, 12 cases.
Uh-huh.
But he worked for Pepsi. He got a house full of Pepsi Cola, Mountain Dew. He wouldn't have one can in his car. He wouldn't show up with nothing. And when I say something and mention it to him, I'm like, well, what the hell you come for? I didn't have to see you. Oh, you being too hard on him. Shut up.
Yeah, that's a little inconsiderate. I mean,
Well,
really.
that's what I'm, and
Yeah.
that's all I was trying to show him, teach him,
Yeah.
because I had mentioned it very politely and nicely on 2 or 3 different other occasions, 2 or
Right.
3 years ago,
Prior to, yeah.
and it didn't
It didn't sink in.
didn't happen. But then he came in. He came to a Thanksgiving gathering and empty-handed,
Mm.
and everybody thought I was wrong because I basically opened up one of my shows on him. You know, you worthless piece of
You opened up a
grifter.
can of whip ass on him.
Oh, I
But
gave
you-
him a
but you know what?
Him and his brother, I gave a verbal whoop ass to.
Good.
Y'all grown, you got jobs, and you stingy as hell.
Right. I mean, yeah, but those are the type of people that are takers, and they don't care
Right.
about anybody else. I mean,
And this is-
even if he
this is
didn't
what I
work for the beverage company, bring something to the damn party.
Yeah, but
I
he
never
worked
go
for the
somewhere. Yeah, but that makes it even worse.
Well,
But bring
he worked
something,
for
a
the
bag
beverage
of
company.
popcorn or something.
And even when he worked for the beverage, when I worked for the bread company,
Everybody
I
had
wouldn't
bread,
just
huh?
bring bread. Everybody had bread. Everybody had pop. Everybody had whatever they had, charcoal. The whole. I'm out there trading
Right,
because I'm
exactly.
anticipating going.
That's right. That's right.
So this is and I'm not taking it to strangers. I'm taking it for a family gathering.
Right. Exactly.
So, I mean, I just couldn't understand. And then last year, he shows up at his grandmother's house.
Mm-hmm.
Boy got an indoor turkey fryer. He got a turkey. He got some pop. He got some and I didn't say a word. I didn't say a
Uh-huh.
word. But I wasn't there, but I didn't say a word.
Yeah.
I just let it go. Hopefully he learned his lesson. It was a
Well,
tough lesson.
you know, it's what are you gonna do? You can put the message out there, then you hope that they hear the message and respond to it appropriately. And sometimes, like you have to beat the message in the head of those that are hard headed, and a soft message doesn't penetrate all the time. Sometimes maybe pull them off to the side. Say, yo, man, listen. It's called common respect, the right thing to do. You come to an event, a family event. Show your family love. Bring something to the party. Don't just come, eat, drink, be merry, go home and lay up on your sofa and rub your belly and say, oh, man, that was a great time. And you didn't bring nothing to the table, but you took something away.
And I tried that approach also.
Yeah.
I tried that for a couple of times.
It didn't work, huh?
After a while, I just quit trying, and every time he show up like that, I'd start in on him. I mean, if you want to go through that duel, I think I'm happy because I'm gonna win.
He say, look, when he pulls up and gets out of his car and he walks up to the door, you meet him at the door and say, hey, man, where's the, what is it, Pepsi he drives for?
He was driving for Pepsi.
Okay, so I don't see no cases of Pepsi, man. They're in the car. You need some help? He said,
no.
Oh, no, Grandpa, I didn't bring any. Well, you need to go back to Des Moines, man, and pick up some and bring them on back. Or go down to the store and buy something.
Well,
bring something to the party. Come on.
I'll allow him to get inside, and so everybody can hear his excuse as to, oh, I forgot it.
Oh, you forgot.
And that's when I start right in on them. You got the credibility of a single ply toilet paper, because once you tell it, you got shit all over your hands. Oh,
single ply. No, you didn't.
Single ply toilet paper. And when I put him on blast, would put both him and his brother on blast with that. Everybody in the house is laughing at him. And they didn't like it. And everybody's looking at me all cross. My ex-wife, she's looking at me all cross-eyed. But she's the old softie. She's the old...
Oh, don't hurt his feelings,
They just good boys.
They're good boys.
I said, you should be the last one.
Wow.
But they know who I am.
So these are your grandsons?
These are my grandsons.
And so what does your son or daughter say to them about it?
My son says nothing to him because I've basically covered all the bases, and he eases up to him and go, "You know better." No, he don't know better. No, he don't know better, because if he knew better, he would do better.
Right. Well, he knows better. He's just not being respectful. He's not, he's not doing the right thing. But he knows. I think he knows better. He just said, "Screw it, I ain't doing it."
He's being resistant.
Yeah.
But these are the same two that will call me, and just me. They won't call their grandmother, won't call their daddy, won't call their mama. They'll call me when they get involved in some legal matter or some on the work.
You the bailout man.
I'm the Philadelphia shithouse lawyer.
They know who to go to when the times get tough, because Grandpa ain't taking no crap from nobody, even me.
And I'm not letting nobody mess over you.
Yeah,
I'm not letting nobody mess over you like that.
Well, maybe you need to stop that, break that chain, say, hey, look, now don't come to me now. You didn't listen to me before. Now why are you gonna listen to me now?
No,
come on.
I tell them what they need to know to get through their situation. And guess what?
And say, and listen, the next time we have a family gathering, don't come in empty-handed. I'm gonna bail you out. I'm gonna help you out with this little situation.
I help them out, and guess what?
What?
They don't follow my advice.
Oh well, just stop giving it.
And then they get it stuck in their dirt chute.
Stop giving it.
Stuck in their dirt chute, and then they got long faces. I told you what to do. Why didn't you do it? Because
I'm stuck on stupid. I listen. Yeah, exactly. I hear this stuff from different people all the time, from family members and friends, and the woes they go through with other dysfunctional family members. And the best thing to do is to cut them off. Just stop the crazy. Because if you keep letting them come into your space and disrespect you and treat you like a dog talk crazy to you in front of you and behind your back, why do you keep doing it? Why do you keep going into that circle, that environment? If I had a dysfunctional family member that was just stuck on stupid like that, and there's a family gathering, and that person is going to be there, and you know they're going to go in and show out and turn out the party and act a damn fool, I'm not going. I don't have to. Or if I do a cameo appearance and moonwalk out, say, hey, everybody, how y'all doing? Hey, Uncle Joe, Uncle Bill, Aunt Sally, give everybody a hug and kiss, maybe have a piece of turkey, and I'm gone. Because you know the stupidity is coming.
That's true.
I'm out.
They don't get ruly and disrespectful and take over and all of that. They're respectful in that manner. It's simply, for me, it was simply the thought.
And you're the elder of you're the elder of the family.
Exactly.
And they should show you that respect. But see, here's the problem with American culture. When you get old, they forget about you. They disrespect you. They say, oh, that's the fat man sitting over in the corner bitching and belly aching. I ain't paying him no mind. And that's wrong. Because if it wasn't for the fat old man in the corner, you wouldn't be here, fool.
And you would have nothing.
That's right.
What you do have when you, and I mean, I have taught them how to budget and manage their money, the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear them, they come to me, Granddaddy, I need about $1,500. Blah, blah, blah. I said, why didn't you do what I told you to do?
You wouldn't be coming to me for that.
And guess what? You still need. That's one thing I have never given up to, them getting money from me. No, you're not getting a dime. You didn't listen, you don't get a dime.
Yeah.
I got these bills and I got this child support. Well, you should get you a second job and keep you in your pants.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's that simple.
That's a lesson that they need to learn. And listen, I agree with you 100%. Thank God, knock on wood, my 3 children are pretty independent. Every now and then I might have to, shoot them a little something, but they give it back, And I don't make it a condition, but they know it's the right thing to do, because if they need it again, they know that they can come back to that door. But here's the thing that I don't like. Somebody comes to you, whether it's a family member or a friend, and they say, "Hey man, I need a little bridge loan. I need $100 until next Friday, and I'll give it back to you on Friday." Okay, so I'll give them the $100. Friday comes and goes. You don't even hear from them. Right. They don't even say, "Hey man, I'm still tight, but I'm gonna take care of that." Nothing. And then they have the audacity to come back 30 days later and ask for another one.
Oh, hell nope.
And I didn't bring the condition up. Well, okay, you need to give it back to me. This was your offer.
Right, they said that.
They said that. I didn't ask for it. And they'll come back and I go, well, what'd you do with the last 100? Where is that one? And they go, oh, well, yeah, they get to hemming and humming. I said, well, I'm not good right now. I can't help you. So my lesson to them is, don't make a promise you don't keep and expect that you can come back and make another promise that I know you're not going to keep, and you're expecting me to keep putting it out. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. And you will boo-boo the fool if you continue to participate in that shenanigan. That's pimping.
And nowadays, they're not even good with their bullshit. They say things like, oh, come on, man, you know I'm good for it. What the hell is that?
No, you're not.
No, not at all.
I'm still waiting for the last payback. And you want to come back and dip in the well again?
You know how I go. No, I don't.
No, I know how it goes because you've taught me how it goes. You've already showed me the backside of your butt.
Calcracula.
That's right.
It's all that crack.
That's it. So, no.
Pasadena. Family, exactly. Pasadena, I like that. How family and friends are when you get a chance to, you owe them in time, of course. And some people just hard-headed. Like, as we approach the Christmas holiday season, I harken back to a tale years ago when my mother and father had a Christmas party for both sides of the family. And so my older cousin, Troy, had to be maybe 25 then. I was talking to my dad. We were in the kitchen. And my other cousin, they both in their 20s. So my cousin, I sitting there, and my dad's like, look, I'm going to say this twice so that you understand where I'm coming from. You are not to hit on any ladies here. We're all family.
Right.
There's people bringing their girlfriends here and everything else. Do not hit on them. I know you guys are hoes. Keep it in your pocket until you leave here. So we don't want anybody hit on anybody. All right, I understand, Uncle Chester. I'm going to say it one more time. And he told them. So you know what happened, of course. My cousin Troy was hitting on somebody, and my dad grabbed him by the neck, told me, Chris, open up that goddamn door. And I opened the door, and he threw my cousin off the porch into the snow.
There you go.
Sure did.
He gave him the warning.
He gave him the warning. He gave him the bum's rush.
Right.
Yeah. It was like, wow. I'm sorry, Uncle Chester. No, goddammit, I told you twice. So get the fuck out of here.
Right. Period.
That was it. End of the story.
Well, you guys continue on here. I'm here by myself today, so I've got to go open the door. Okay. So you carry on.
Oh, man. We know how family are. You know them, and you know how they operate. So when they say stuff like, I'll get it to you later, or, I'm good for it, that's a lie off the bat. So, hey, Alpha, you still there? Or you want to go have a cheeseburger? Okay, I'll wait till he comes back. Part of the deal when you're dealing with family and friends is that you know them. And I'll give you a perfect example. I remember one time I was driving and I got to the gas station, and there was this guy came up to me, hey, big man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, I need some money to get something to drink. And at least he's honest. So I said, what you about getting a drink? Oh, man, give me a 40 ounce or something. I said, all right, we'll take it here. Take that, because the liquor store right across the street from the gas station. So I gave him that. And the next time when I go to the gas station, he would wipe my windows off or pump the gas for me. I give him a little couple of change. And he got to the point where he stopped drinking. Now, not saying I had anything to do with that, but I remember he didn't have money to get something to eat. So I gave him something to eat before, I stopped, giving him money for that type of thing. And he really appreciated that. So when everybody gets to a point where you have to know kind of where you are in a person's life, and he stopped drinking. This guy I know that go to the gas station. Hey, what's up, big guy? And take care of and he wash my windows for him, like I said, and sometimes wash my car depending on the day itself. And I would give him some money, and usually I would go give him something to eat because he was hungry. So once again, I think that when you enter a person's life, you realize that you're there for a reason. And like I said before, years later, man, I stopped drinking. And I said, that's good. Because like I told him before, over time, dude, you might want to think about easing back on the alcohol. Because as you drink every day, you're going to, screw up your insides.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he eventually got the message, and once again, not really from me, just the fact that he said, man, I stopped drinking, that was monumental.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, I was still at the gas station, get something to eat and no more alcohol. So just the fact that, you never know the person's life can help maybe evoke change in you. So they never know. Good dude, though. I don't know if he's still around, but he's a good dude, man. Yeah. Huh. Val said, where everybody go?
I'm here. I'm back.
Yeah, he's back. I had to open the door.
Yeah. Yeah, the front door was locked, and Isabel, one of our producers, was outside, and she texted me. I just happened to look down at the phone. She's been out there for 3 days.
Jeez.
No, I'm kidding.
She lose weight?
Yeah, she's lost a little weight waiting for somebody to open the door.
Right. Oh. But family, sure, man. You know them, you want to love them sometimes, but they just piss you off.
Right.
I don't know if it's a prerequisite, but that's what they do.
Yeah, that's true. Something else I wanted to bring up. What the heck was it? left my notes in my car, and the car is in the shop right now getting some tinted windows.
Tinted windows. Were you Mac Daddy now?
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
Got to get my little pimp game going on, and you know.
Man, look at you, boy.
Yeah.
You're in that car, Ubering and lifting like a
Yeah,
child
gotta lift
on
it up.
punishment.
Got to trick it out a little bit.
Oh,
No,
man,
actually,
that's great.
Actually, I'm getting the driver and passenger side and the front window with a mild tint on it that will cut out the sun rays, all the bad stuff that comes from the sun, because my arms and hands are looking like they belong to somebody else. It did so
You got like the
dark
really black
and rusty
Negro thing
looking.
going.
Yeah. So I'm trying to protect the little skin there so I don't come down with cancer on the knuckles or some shit, you know?
No, you don't need that. No.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
no.
So, in fact, I'm juicing up my hands here now because they're so dry,
Right.
and so it's more for that than darkening it out, because it's not going to be that much of a tint on it. It's just blocking out the UV, all the bad stuff that comes from the sun that causes skin
man.
cancer and all that. So, yeah.
That's the last thing you need.
Yeah, exactly. That's the last thing you want to deal with. So
Look
yeah,
at you,
so
man,
that's
improving your ride.
yeah, but the rest of the other windows on the SUV, on the Suburban, they were already tinted from the factory. So, but those tints that you get from the factory do not have any kind of heat resistance or any of that. I didn't know that. It's just a tint, but no UV repelling or any of that. Because
So
here in
it's like it's the
California,
tin, but no UV blocking.
you need some of that. In Vegas, in fact, when you go by the car dealerships, practically every car is tinted all the way around. Brand new. They tint them up for you, I guess. I don't know if they come from the factory that way,
Right.
but they're all tinted up. And I drove by several car dealerships over the weekend. I said, "Damn, all the windows are tinted." on all the new cars, so they come off the showroom floor that way.
Right.
But in Vegas, I mean, hell, it's 900 degrees there all the time.
Ooh, yeah.
It was in the 80s, low 80s when I was there on Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
Mm.
I didn't get in there until late Friday night, but then I wasn't feeling good because I had the hives, and they gave me some steroids. Oh, my God. Let me tell you this story.
Okay.
So Thursday, I go over to the Marina Del Rey emergency room. And I didn't wait very long at all. They called me in. I went back there, and I explained to them what was going on. They said, "Oh, well, what'd you eat?" They went through all the 9,000 questions. Have you changed your laundry detergent? Or, what did you eat? Are you allergic to anything? And blah, 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 blah. And whoop, 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 da woo. Who is this for? This is for, Tracy Lynn. So I said no to everything because I don't know that I'm allergic to anything. I didn't eat anything that was abnormal or different. And so they said, well, you got some kind of allergic reaction to something, and we don't know, so we're going to give you the steroid shot. Okay. And I said, okay, and then you're going to have to take some pills for 5 or 10 days or whatever it was, 10 days, and it will give you some ointment for the rash and the itching and all of that, a prescription for those two things, and then Xantex. So I said, okay, so that's going to make me feel better, right? And I said, yeah. All right, so the nurse comes in and gives me the shot. She goes, this might hurt a little bit. I said, they all hurt. What are you talking about? So I'm punking out before she even gets it off the tray, right? So she says, well, it might hurt a little more than normal because it's a steroid shot. I said, oh, okay. So she gives me the shot, and I'm going like, damn, that hurts. And then after she gives it a shot, then she started rubbing on it, and the pain went all the way down my arm. And I'm going like, shit, this is hurting. And I mean, you know what it felt like? I can imagine somebody stabbing you with a knife in your arm. Or you remember when you were a kid and the kid would take his knuckle like this and punch you on the muscle, and the muscle pops up? You remember that?
Like a frog.
A frog. It was like a frog that never went away.
Ooh.
Okay. You remember those?
Man.
So
Yes,
I'm going,
yes.
damn, this thing is hurting. So I sit there for a couple of minutes. They say, okay, well, here's your prescriptions. Get the hell out of here. So I go out to the front desk to sign all the documents and stuff for the insurance companies and all that, all the disclaimers. And so I'm getting sweaty. I'm going, damn, I don't feel good. And then I get lightheaded. I'm going, woo, whoa, I feel like I'm about to faint, pass out, right? So I tell the lady at the front desk, I said, look, I think I need to go back in there because I'm not feeling good. There's no way I can drive right now. And so she said, oh, well, let me get the nurse. And the nurse came out and walked me back, and they put me back on the gurney, the table. And then the doctor came back in, and she said, well, that does happen sometimes. It just depends, on the person and what their body can handle or not. She said, well, just sit back and relax. And they went out and got some orange juice and 2 or 3 different juices, and I drank that and gave me a couple of cookies. And I guess they were thinking maybe my sugar level or something had gone down. But I did feel better after I laid there another 40 minutes or so. And then the doctor came and walked me around the hospital for a while before they would let me go home. So, yeah, that was kind of an experience. Well, Isabel's just came in, and she was sitting outside for 3 days waiting to get in, so I apologize. Why don't you move over there so I can get you on camera and mic you up here. You can come.
Yeah, sound like her. We can see her. We can't see Carol. See,
yeah,
Carol's
incognito.
Yes, she is.
All right. There's Isabel.
That's right. Don't touch me. That's right.
I can't hear anything.
You can't?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's because the headphones are not turned on, and I got to come in through the speakers.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to make me put my headphones back on. All right. Now, let's see. You can hear us now, right?
Sure can.
All right. She likes those headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how was your Thanksgiving?
It was
Isabel?
awesome. It was really nice.
Yeah?
Relaxing.
Did you cook?
I did. I cooked.
Yeah?
I made a turkey. I made cheesy mashed potatoes.
Cheese and mashed potatoes
Cheese.
together?
Cheesy mashed
Cheesy.
potatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I
So
like
Yeah,
that.
you did.
That's like a mando at home.
Okay.
So I asked my kids, what do you absolutely have to have with the turkey?
Okay.
What's something, because I really
Cheesy
didn't,
mashed
I really,
potatoes,
Yeah,
yeah.
I wasn't in the mood to cook everything.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to get what they really liked.
Sure.
So they asked for the cheesy mashed potatoes.
All right.
And I made gravy. I made
Gravy?
the gravy.
All right.
And
Now, do you make gravy from the turkey drippings?
I
Or
do.
Yeah.
I actually made.
You put a little turkey chunks in it? Or?
I do.
All right, my
I do.
girl, yeah.
I do. I actually cheated a
Nice.
little bit.
Yeah.
I made a turkey on Monday, the Monday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So with those bones, I
Mm-hmm.
boiled them and made my broth.
All right.
Yeah, you
So-
did.
Yeah.
That's what I used for a lot of the.
That's
things
the
that
way
I
to do
used
it.
That I made, yeah.
All right. Well, you
Yes,
get your chef degree from me today.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
you
made
did
a
it
lot
the
of
right
other
way.
little things. I made a lot of other little things that
Uh-huh.
I made some persimmon cookies,
Some what?
persimmon cookies,
Persimmon cookies.
and a persimmon pie because I have the persimmon tree at
Yeah,
my house, right?
yeah, right.
So I made them. They were the pie was
Wow.
like wow.
I
Something
never
I've
had
tasted.
cookies or pie, persimmon pie.
Well, I'm gonna have to hook it up now.
Yeah, hook a board
You
up.
already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
One
nice.
pie?
It was nice and
One,
relaxing.
yeah, one pie. That's it.
One
Just
pie.
One
just
pie.
one. But you're on that
One pie.
diet, aren't you? On that diet still? Are you
What
still
diet?
trying to-
I haven't gotten to it yet,
Oh,
but
oh,
it's
not
it's
yet.
coming. Yeah.
It's in the making.
Yeah,
It's in the
because
process.
I decided to
All
maybe delay going on the diet until after all the holidays.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
we
that
got
makes sense.
Christmas. I mean, how do you go on a diet between Thanksgiving and
Well,
Christmas?
because you have cheat days. Didn't she give you like a cheat day?
No,
Oh, she didn't.
she cheated.
Okay.
She didn't give me that.
Usually you have like a cheat day.
No.
So, you can actually splurge or do whatever on your cheat
Right.
day. And then the rest of the days.
But
just
I would
go.
have to have a cheat 3 weeks.
Oh, a cheat week.
Yeah,
Or cheat
or
month.
3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
There
that's
you
why I
go.
decided to go ahead and just wait until after January 1st.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
maybe the 2nd or 3rd, maybe the 5th. The 5th, that
Me
sounds
too.
like a good day. Yeah.
Most people
Me
do.
too.
Yeah.
I started mine before
You
Thanksgiving.
did, huh?
I'm actually drinking. This is really good right here.
What
Lee.
is that?
It's delicious. I
Rocky
just-
Mountain beer. What are you
Rocky
talking about? How is that
Mountain
good?
High. it's considered. It's saying that it's an energy drink, but I don't see.
Let
any
me
type
see.
of-
Let me see the.
Read all the wonderful
Come
ingredients
on.
that has. It's like
It can't
so
be
awesome.
good for you.
Oh yeah, read it.
Okay, obviously no fats, no saturated fats, no sodium,
No sugar.
carbohydrates 2 grams or 1%, 2 grams of sugar. Okay, but what's the
It has
what-
hemp seed. It has hemp seed
There you go.
infused.
There
That's how
you
you
go.
do
See,
it.
So
okay.
yeah, it's infused with hemp seed, which has protein galore.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm not sure where the energy comes in. I think it might have a trace of, I don't know, because it's not sweet at all. It's delicious.
No.
It's coconut lime.
Coconut lime
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
think it has caffeine though at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think I saw like a little bit of caffeine that it might have.
You know, it's
Maybe
got to
green
have some
tea
caffeine.
or something.
And the name of it is what?
Rocky Mountain High.
I found it at
High.
the 99 cents.
High. H-I-G-H.
Yeah, there you go.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. All natural, like
Yeah.
no other. Okay. Well, I don't know.
What do you think?
Go to Rocky Mountain High Brands.com. You can check it out.
No THC.
No.
Just so you know, it says right there,
No
big
T-
bold
No
letters.
THC.
Yeah, well, I didn't get it from the shop. I got it at the 99-cent store.
Oh, well, that's garbage.
Okay.
It's garbage now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
But
it
if
says
you-
with ginseng and guarana. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's
That's
what
what-
the only benefits in it, I guess.
That's what gives you that.
That little zing.
Yeah, I haven't.
So
felt it.
you feel a little energized from it?
Well, I think so because I stopped drinking coffee. You know how much I like coffee? So I think this is like my first caffeine
Okay.
drink in like over a week.
All right. Well, we'll keep tabs on you. We want to report back in a week after you're on it. How long you been drinking it? On?
No, I haven't. This is my first time
First-
ever having
oh,
it.
okay.
And I don't think if I find them, then maybe, I'll have some more, but I didn't buy any more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
it's a
actually
one-time
started
around.
something good, like a health thing just
Yeah.
recently.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I know. We'll see
If you
what
start
happens.
growing horns or
We'll
something
see
like
what
that, we'll know it's
Oh no.
it's a monster drink.
Well, I am
Exactly.
about to start taking CBD oil, hemp oil.
Nice.
I'm about to start taking that, pure CBD hemp oil.
Yeah. What's the benefits of that?
It arrests your diabetes.
Okay.
It kills your inflammation. It is touted as a great healer. All of the medicines that I take right now, and within about a month, I should be able to eliminate the majority of them, but I won't
Okay.
until I see my doctor about it and until I get my next blood test. But that's the next thing on my seek, because right now my diet consists of, I take away the knife and the plate, and it's just a fork and a pie. That's it. A fork and a pie.
So CBD oil, but it's not, it won't give you the munchies, right?
No THC in it.
Okay.
No
very good.
THC at all.
It has so many good properties. I really, I really enjoy. I've never tried the CBD oil alone, but I've heard so many good things about it that I really believe, it has a lot of good benefits. I hope you do get what you're looking for with using this.
Well, I ain't looking for too much. I just want to try it.
You just want to try. You know what I've heard? The last time I heard someone talking about this, they mentioned that when you first take it, you feel some type of like euphoria, like some type of like wow sensation. Not like a high, but like a, a
feel
pleasant
that
feeling
anyway.
throughout. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe you don't need it. Oh, but you're doing it for diabetes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do it for diabetes.
Okay.
You're
Well,
just
with
doing
that,
it for the sake of doing it.
Well, it won't get you high, but I don't get high anymore. I don't use marijuana.
Well, yeah,
anymore,
you don't
so-
want to do that anyway because it'll give you the munchies and you'll just eat more.
No, it's not. It has no THC in it, so you don't get the munchies.
Right. Right.
And hopefully it'll curb my appetite and the whole 9 yards. Who knows?
Well,
I could be
let's
on
check it
I
out.
could be on a catwalk in 3 months. What the hell?
So when are you going to start this? Or have you?
One of these days.
Oh, okay. It's still just a concept right now.
It's a thought.
It's a thought. Okay.
And I'm going to go, it's 2 o'clock before you all talk me out of it.
You going to go get some today?
I'm going to go off air
Oh.
before you all talk me out of it.
Okay. Well, I think you should try it. I don't think it's going to cause you any harm. Have you talked to your doctor about it?
No.
Yeah, he'll probably say, nah, it's not going to help you. Just take these drugs. Yeah, go get this prescription here. It'll do the same thing. And it'll cost you a little less, So don't, you don't need to do that. So
Looking it up online, that stuff's expensive.
yeah. Yeah, all of those products, the offsprings of the weed, seems to be pretty expensive. Is it like hundreds of dollars?
Close.
Mm-hmm.
In the 60s and 80s for, come on, it can
Boy.
last more than a week.
Wow. Wow, that's better have some benefits.
Exactly.
That adds up.
I think it will.
Yeah. Yeah, Isabella's our resident weed head around here. So
Am I? I thought it was Carol. I was just following in her footsteps.
no, Carol. I'm not sure what Carol's on. She's just, I don't know. She's on something else, man. It's probably a secret, whatever she's on. Only she knows. Yeah, but she's a character. But yeah, I mean, there's so many people now talking about the benefits of using the oil for marijuana and the hemp benefits. There's a lotion that I've been trying to get, and I understand it's maybe, I don't know if it's only available, but I was told it was available at is it called the Ultra store? Alta.
At Ulta.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was a small container given to me. I guess it was like a sample thing, and they told me I could get it at Ulta. So, and it really smells good. I put some on my hands one day when I was driving. I had an Uber passenger, and I put some on my hands because my hands were really dry. And that was the first time I tried it, so I didn't know what to expect. But I was at a red light, so I put some of the stuff on my hands, and it had a real nice fragrance to it. And the lady in the back, she goes, "Wow, what is that?" I said, "I don't know, some marijuana oil or something. I don't know." So I showed her the bottle. She goes, "Wow, that's really nice. I like the smell of that." I said, "Yeah, it was the first time I'm using it, so I wasn't, aware of what it would smell like. But it did really have a pleasant fragrance. It didn't smell like weed."
Did your hands hurt, or were they achy in any way? And did you see any benefit, or you just like the?
Well, you know what? It was a real light oil that didn't like have your fingers sticky or greasy feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And it went into the skin really quickly, and it left a nice sheen, but not greasy.
Okay.
Like some like I just put some, what is this? Vaseline Intensive Care Advanced Repair Unscented stuff. Well, let me turn the camera on so people can. We'll give them a freebie ad here. So this is one of those little travel size things. Y'all have seen these in the grocery stores and drugstores. So I just put some of that on, and this feels different. This is not real heavy either, but this other stuff that I was talking about, made from hemp, it gave a different feel to your hands. It was softer, and man, your hands felt better.
But it was just a lotion, a hemp lotion.
Yes.
It didn't have the CBD oil, or it didn't
I don't
have
think
anything.
so.
Oh, okay.
No,
So it's just called, it's the hemp
Wait a
lotion.
minute. Here's the empty
Hemp.
bottle. There it is.
Yeah,
Hemps.
that's real. Yeah. This
You
is very,
familiar with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's very, very popular.
Okay.
You can get it there. You can get it at Walmart.
Oh, really? I looked at Walmart and I didn't see it.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is a nice scent.
Nice scent to it, right?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they have the huge container.
Okay. Well, I'll go look again.
Yeah, you like it.
And I saw an Ulta store over in Santa Monica.
Mm-hmm.
And but it was like in a place that there was no parking, so I couldn't stop at that moment.
I seen it at Ross.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. No, I have to get some of that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I forgot I had
I
that
like that.
empty bottle down there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's another little product that you might want to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Make your hands feel better and smell good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
Do you have
fragrance.
anyone else on the?
What's the name of the bottle?
It's called Hemp's, HEMPZ, Pure Herbal Extracts.
Can you show them?
Yeah. I don't
Because
know if
that's
it
what
can-
it looks like with that.
Yeah.
The big bottle, it has that logo on it.
There it is. I don't know why the bottle's sweating, but looks like it is.
It's oil.
Yeah. Let me get it focused there. Enriched with 100% natural hemp seed oil.
Yeah, about all this thing.
So there you go. Let's check that out. If you want to go natural. Yeah. So what are some of the other benefits of hemp oil, Isabel? What do you know?
Oh my goodness, so many. Well, you saw the lady that was here in Tracy Lynn's show. She had Parkinson's disease, and
Right.
you saw how it's benefited her.
Right.
So I've just seen people with several very severe illnesses and diseases come out with success. People
Sure.
that have or that deal with
Epilepsy.
epilepsy. There you go. They're perfect. You've seen it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, people with epilepsy, I've seen them come out of an epileptic seizure like within minutes after, and come out
This is-
different, completely different person, 100%.
Now, is this from smoking the weed or
This
from the
is-
oils?
This is from an oil. What
Okay.
I've seen, it's been like a sublingual type of CBD oil. And this, what I've seen some videos where it's been administered to children through their,
And
by their parents.
Yeah.
Right. And the child was having 75 seizures a day.
Damn.
300 seizures a day.
Wow.
And they gave him the CBD oil without the THC.
Right.
No THC. Just the CBD. And it went from 75 to 300 seizures to 0.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And the child was dying from non-development because they were having so many seizures.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Charlotte's Web. This is a YouTube video, a two-piece with Jande Gupta from CNN. Just go to YouTube and hit Charlotte's Web, and it's a two-part video.
Okay.
And it tells about Charlotte's Web, and they named it after the child because the child was a twin, and the child, the other twin, no problem, progressed, grew, went, as a child grows and learns, no problem. But this child was still in its infancy, and only thing that was growing was the size of her body. She couldn't talk. She couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything. And once they started giving her this hemp seed, this CBD oil, total reversal. She began to walk. She began to talk. She in school. I mean, and then Big Krispy Kreme Christie, they lived in New Jersey, and nothing else would work. Nothing. The child was about to die until they did the last ditch effort, and they got to Colorado and got us some CBD oil.
Oh, I remember that story. Yeah, I remember that one.
Beautiful story.
Yeah, yeah, that was a good ending. Some real true results to benefit that child. How old was it? It was a little girl, right?
The little girl.
Right. I remember that one.
And they've had, in that same, clip, they had a guy who was he had a table full of medication. And he started taking the CBD oil, and it all went away.
Wow. Now, these types of oils are also good for pain and what have you, understand, as well.
Exactly. Pain in your back. That's one of the reasons I'm going for it. Maybe it'll do some. It has an effect on your on the neurology in your body.
Your nervous system, yeah.
Right. And hopefully that might save me from this whatever the hell it is I'm in that
Well,
has me.
one thing for sure, the prescriptions that doctors will give you none of them, 0 of them don't have side effects, okay? So you go in for one thing and then you come out with 10 other problems potentially. Now, it doesn't affect everybody the same way, but there's no question in my mind. And I remember a doctor telling my wife that, listen, the prescriptions, and this is almost verbatim what he said, the prescriptions I'm about to write for you will make your pain be less. But I would rather see you learn to live with your pain than to take these medicines, because the side effects from them will shorten your life, meaning they will eventually destroy your liver and or kidneys. So your life will be shortened because of that. You won't die from the pain that you can learn to live with, but these medications will kill you eventually. And I'm sitting over on the side, I'm going, damn. So he was giving her a choice at that moment to say, okay, I will try to learn to live with the pain and look for some alternative methods rather than shortening my life. That's what I heard. Now, sometimes when you're not the victim or the patient, you hear things a little differently. But that's what I heard. And I would have said, Doc, you can take that pen and that little pad and stick it back in your pocket or wherever you want to stick it. I'm going to go a different direction because I want to live longer versus living shorter. And he went further to say, the medicine, the main medicine I'm going to give you will eventually destroy your teeth. Methadone will destroy your teeth. They will rot out. And that was in 2000 or 2001. Now she's beginning to have problems with her teeth.
And other bones, I'm sure, too. Those
Yeah.
are visible already.
Sure. So, people, pay attention. Try something else first. You know, and if that doesn't work, then, okay, if the other known medications and prescriptions and narcotics, because it's a narcotic. You know, methadone originally was given to heroin addicts to help wean them off. But they found that it has other benefits to help, you know, relieve pain and suffering and those type of things. So they use it for that now. So doctors are constantly practicing medicine. Mm-hmm. They haven't really perfected this thing. They only perfected to what they know. It's like when I went to the emergency room on Thanksgiving Day. They didn't really know what was causing me to break out in the hives, but they gave me this medicine that made me feel better. And, you know, the rash is pretty much gone now. But it was all over me. Wow. So I had no choice but to give it a try. Mm-hmm. Now, if somebody was sitting in the lobby and said, hey, man, rub this oil on and, you know, that'll take care of it, I probably would have tried that. Mm-hmm. As opposed to taking a steroid and then the steroid pill for another 10 days. And when I called my daughter and I told her what was going on, she goes, Dad, be careful with the steroid stuff because it'll make you gain weight and it'll give you an appetite and you might eat more. I went, oh, damn, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Only for 10 days. Though.
Yeah, right. But then, you know, I guess maybe a few days after that, it might have some lingering effects. Mm-hmm. So who knows? Mm-hmm. Just like I didn't know my arm was going to feel like somebody stabbed me with a, you know, Jim Bowie knife and damn near pass out from it. Mm-hmm. So, but those are the side effects of medicines. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm breaking out in a cold sweat and feeling like I'm going to pass out after the shot. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a hypochondriac that, you know, get all weirded out over a needle or something. I'm not that guy. But that shit hurt. I'm telling you now. It was not good. So.
And then you think of, you know, all those chemicals that you're putting in your body. You don't know what know what's in that medication.
That's right.
As opposed to just that one THC.
Yeah.
You know.
And how many times have you heard someone going into the doctor or the hospital and they get a shot and the side effect from it kills them?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? Yeah. And then sometimes you're on a certain medication and then they give you another one and the reaction between the two is not good.
Contraindicates.
Yeah. Yeah. I know people have had drug-induced lupus because of drug combinations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And if the doctors are not really paying attention to the medications that you're on, or if they're not aware of this new medicine they're giving that might have a side effect with the medicines that you're already on. See, you can't expect them to know everything. So those kind of mistakes happen often. Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's a practice, just like you
It
said.
is.
That's all they're doing with us is practicing because, all they're doing when they give us let's try this. Let's try that.
Yeah. Process of elimination
Let's
kind of
see
thing.
if this works. It's never certain.
Yeah, the certainty is not really 100%. I mean, I have a couple of doctor friends that I rely on heavily for, truthful feedback. And both of them are leaning towards the holistic world versus the hardcore prescription drug treatment.
Nice. Well, you know about not Cheech Marin, but Chong, right? How he fought cancer. He combated cancer with THC, marijuana. So
right.
That's another
that's true.
story there.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is. So, folks, I mean, especially the people here in the state of California, you can get a medical card and get you some marijuana. Give it a try. What you got to lose?
Or the CBD oil. It doesn't always have to be
right
with THC.
Right.
THC is not for everyone. It's not for everyone,
Right.
But the CBD can have many good benefits.
Well, there you go. See? So they can separate that. Now, you can buy that stuff over the counter at these dispensaries as well, right? You don't have to get, or can you, for the medical purposes?
You would have to have a card in order to go into the actual shop.
Right.
But they do have them like at the smoke shop. Like I know that one store that I do know of sells like water pipes, bongs.
Right.
So any store maybe that, not any, maybe some store like that would have like the CBD oil. They're popular. They're really common now.
Okay. So you do need a card to buy that as well?
If you go into the medical shop, I'm not sure. If you go in,
CBD oil is legal in 50 states.
Okay.
But it must be CBD oil from hemp and not from the marijuana plant. It has to have a distinction there.
Okay. All right. So
But it's
now
legal.
there's a difference between hemp and a marijuana plant? I thought they were one
Yes.
and the same.
No. The marijuana grows and the stalk is called hemp.
Okay.
The stalk of that plant is called hemp.
Okay, and the leaves is in the leaves.
The leaves, right. The leaves in the bud holds the THC.
Okay.
And growing it, they splice the CBD from the THC
Got it.
and create this oil. And that's what makes it a difference.
Okay.
well,
That's interesting.
I remember smoking some stems and getting high off of them. So
Right.
I'm thinking they might have had some THC in them. I'm thinking,
Little
it's the
something, huh?
separation of the chemicals.
Yeah. There's probably a process that they go in and get the oil minus the THC.
But the hemp stock is right. What you're
Right.
saying is the hemp stock is
the-
yeah, they make a lot of, there are a lot of
Yeah.
products that are made by hemp.
That's
also.
true. Who was it? Howard Hughes developed a car that ran off of hemp oil
Oh,
before,
I remember.
way back when.
Okay.
And, he was,
Before it was illegal.
right.
Before they criminalized hemp and prohibited the growing of hemp.
That's
You
right.
can grow 4 crops of hemp per year. And there are 25,000 oil-based products that hemp could replace as the basis
See?
of the product.
I know.
The oil
And
industry.
The drug and the forestry industry, they all got them lobbied and got them to vote the illegality of marijuana.
But see, that's so stupid. Why? Okay. And I understand the
Profit,
oil industry
greed,
would want to
money.
see that. Yeah. But it seems to me that it would be less expensive to grow, thousands, millions of acres of hemp and not have the same kind of negative impact on the environment by pulling oil out of the ground or out of the
Just
ocean.
just like burning the fossil fuels, there's a great upside to renewable solar and wind power.
Right. So see, that's a crazy that I just don't understand.
I think they're calling for me. I'll catch you all tomorrow.
Okay, buddy. Thank you
Enjoy your
for
day.
hanging out with us. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Well, hell, it's 12:20. What are we still doing here? Damn, we're already a half hour into somebody else's show. Oh, goodbye. That's crazy. So time just flew away on us. We got started a little late, so I apologize for that. But it was Isabel's fault, so
Sorry.
blame it on Isabel, right? All right, folks. Well, listen, we'll be back tomorrow on time right here on thepowerofvoices.com. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll up next is Access Advocacy, and you want to tune into the show. It's some great information that you need. We're talking about medical issues. They will continue this discussion right here on The Power of Voices. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. on The Power of Voices, YouTube Live, and Facebook. Say bye-bye, Isabel.
Bye-bye.